Hi folks, figured it's time for an update. This will be the third year since all the lockdown stuff started and I went back to the Bullworkers. So it'll be my third year of using them regularly. I'm at my friend's place, which is very lovely. Nice place to do it, as you can see. Somebody asked me about diet and nutrition. Well, personally I just try and be sensible. Not too much meat, vegetables, fresh stuff if I can, not processed food. Try to drink as much water as I might and not overdo things. That's what I try anyway. So really just kind of normal, but with an eye out for trying to be as healthy as I can with the way I eat. I don't take supplements and all the rest of it. So there we go. So I thought I'd let you know how I'm getting on. Hope you can hear me because of the wind noise. It's quite a breeze here. So I thought I'd tell you where I'm at with regards to 3 years on. I've reached an endemic phase, if you will. I've got the exercises on my sheet here so I can remember them, but I can mostly by now, as you can imagine. And I just go through them, that's all. I notice the order changes every now and then for no reason I can figure out. I just start doing a slightly different order. Well, this lot, but for no reason. I don't know, boredom or something. Well, I'm not bored with it. I do it 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week. I also sometimes say to myself, I'm reminding. So say one day I don't really feel not that enthusiastic, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I think we're not really working that hard. But I notice even if I don't work that hard, it does something. If I do this one, I've got too strong a spring in for this exercise at the moment really, but anyway, if I do this, so rather than doing it like that, pushing quite hard, sometimes I find myself doing that and doing the hold. But then I notice when I let go slowly as well. Somebody said that, I agree with that. I read somewhere that your muscles work on the release as well. So just as an aside, rather than just when you've done an exercise, just doing that, you can, if you release slowly, you're working the muscles that way as well. I couldn't find the document online again, but somebody else said that in another Bullworker video. But even if I'm not pushing that hard, I can feel them working, so I'm reminding them, if you like. Okay, I'm feeling a bit lazy, but I do it, I don't push as hard as I might, but I can feel that they've done something. It's like, are they falling asleep a bit? I remind them that, yeah, this is what we do. So I don't mind that. I think it's good, but you know, keep yourself having a good time and enjoying it, why not? I do it exclusively outside now, so no more gym for me. This is a lovely place to be, obviously, but I've got my little garden, and if it's raining I can go onto the porch thing at the front and say hi to a few people as they walk past, just sit there and do it in the rain. But obviously I keep dry. I have my little oranges, satsumas or fruit, which I cut in between series of exercises, and I've done this before I go to the legs. I have my fruit and look around the garden, look at things, you know, just silly maybe, but it just, for me, it just makes a little routine, makes it a little treat perhaps, keeps it going. Being outside, I find the air fantastic and the light fantastic. I was down here and went to one of the posh gyms that my friends here have got a membership to, so I went to use a swimming pool. I like to swim as well, but you know, I was inside there, I could feel the air was like, it's a big, very big gym with all sorts of facilities, but the air is like, I don't know, recycled or something. No, none of the windows open, why not? And the light, electronic light, I don't know, just something about it just feels good to me. Physically, you'll be pleased to know I've got my little basket, don't know if you can see it here. So everything fits in there in the basket. Got a couple of handles on the side, so I put everything in there, and I can just carry it and take it to the van if I'm coming down here, or a car. If you've got a car, I've got a van, musician. And I do it in the mornings here if I stay over, get up there, A friend there, he goes out walking the dogs, or he goes running sometimes, so I come out here and I do a Bullworker just to keep it all going. Aches and pains have pretty much disappeared. As you know, if you watched any of the other videos, I've got sent this from Bullworker, thank you very much. And yeah, no aches and pains. And I believe it was, as I said in an earlier video, to do with the angle on this one. This one's great, the old X5s, because they've got the inner range, and I like the straps and the fact that you've got you've got this facility as well as with the two straps, shorter, not so extended. This inner range thing, I was finding that this angle, I can feel it as I do it now. I can just feel along here that something, obviously my hand, my particular body, arm, difficult to see if I'm in because it's so bright, doesn't like that twist. So doing that twist there, I can feel it, and then doing that, this is a strong spring one, so I can't shift it, well, not much. That, it doesn't like that. The one that was like this, it's a bit of an odd thing to do anyway. I pull in, I can feel it. So, as you may know, with that one, instead of doing the inner range that way round, which I can feel that twist there, if I use this one, the hand is much more natural. It's just there, not like that. It's probably working different muscles slightly, but it's still doing the job. So aches and pains gone, unless I particularly twist that there. As for me physically, well, all feels, I just keep doing the same thing now. I just get older and older, and I'm going to peg it one day. Or there'll come a time when I just can't be bothered. I lose interest in it, or it just comes too much, or something's going to happen, isn't it? But for now, I'm just slowing the decline. Somebody did ask me about something, it won't build this, it won't build that. I don't think, I'm not using it to build stuff. I think if you want to build stuff, you've probably got to use separate weights. You probably could do that. I don't know. But I'm not doing that. I've got to a certain level. I've kept it at that level as best I can over many decades, and I'm just planning on just keeping it there as best I can until I no longer can. Everything feels good. This feels good. I've said a lot from the breathing when you're doing this and holding. Another commenter said that, yeah, with the Bullworker you're always going through this center portion. Whatever you're doing, you're always, one way or another, with these, it's going, yeah, this gets everything from here, that force of the spring has to go through this, otherwise you will collapse. So yeah, and to do the breath thing with it, I think when you do your breathing in, you go. So what I do, I just hiss slowly rather than count, but try to use these muscles. If I come closer so you can hear, hopefully, try to use these muscles to control it, not anything here. This is a singing thing as well. Because obviously if you use this to control here when you're singing, as soon as you start singing and open your mouth, you've lost your control. So that's why singers work on controlling here. So effectively, if I go, I'm making that sound, but if I get rid of that sound, you'll hear I don't lose the air because it's controlled by the muscles here. To get the idea, I could open my mouth and then you won't hear the hiss because obviously I've opened my mouth, but I don't lose all the air. If I'm using this to control, just pushing against that, so I'm going, then as soon as I open my mouth, the air goes. So it's to control it here, certainly for the singing, because of course, if you did that with the singing, as soon as you open your mouth, you've lost all the air. So you get used to controlling your air here, or maybe you breathe up here. I breathe here, I think it works better for me. So doing it every time you're doing that, so I breathe in and I hold it, I do the hiss so I can hear the rate of flow. And in my head I count to 10, and then I do 10 repetitions, so I go, just get rid of all the air. As I do that, I can feel all these muscles working. So we're doing all right, I think. I put on a bit of weight over the colder period, most of it's gone. That seems to happen to be every year, so fine. Skin's getting looser, that's what happens as you get older. That's just the way it's going to go. But everything feels pretty solid, pretty good. When I'm carrying my gear, I've got some quite heavy gear. My body feels like, yeah, it's used to this. This area here, everything feels okay. That's it. By the grace of God, another year, and here we are. Keep it fun so that you keep at it. Make it endemic in your life. Remember, I would say, to remind, okay, you don't feel like doing it, but just do it, but don't do so much. Just do so, just enough so you feel you've just woken them up and you can just feel, oh yeah, they've been reminded this is what we do, without having to do a massive amount. And I think you can keep it going sustainably. Any aches and pains, I think do what I did, my suggestion. Have a little look, stop. Any aches and pains generally about anything in your body, I find, have a look. What's changed? Have you done something different? Has something changed? What? And just see as you're doing it, oh yeah, it's that. It's when I do that. Yeah. And then I say, stop doing it. Why not? Find a way around, as I was lucky enough to be able to do. Anyway, hope you're keeping well. And that's my update. Year 3 of the Bullworker. See you later.